Woody Wommack and Mike Farrell here in New York City, and we are joined by West Coast and/or national recruiting analyst Adam Gorney, keto diet extraordinaire. As you can see, Mike and I haven't started yet, but Gorney is trumpeting the virtues of said diet. But we want to talk recruiting, Gorney. So tell us, we got all these 5-stars out there in the West Coast. They might be leaving. So let's start with Darnell Washington, the big tight end out of Las Vegas. What's the latest?
Yeah, they might not all be leaving, but Darnell Washington will probably leave for sure. Visited Tennessee this past weekend. They feel pretty good about it, but they feel good about a lot of guys. I'm not sure they're going to get Darnell Washington here. I think this is a Georgia-Alabama battle. Still, Georgia looks the best. He's liked them the longest. He's talked to them about throwing to the tight end. He seems he can make his own way out there. They can flex him out as a big wide receiver, too. He's that athletic. I know Mike will see that at the Under Armour game. And so I think he's going to be a guy that stays somewhere in the SEC. A lot of people think Georgia, Tennessee, but I think more Georgia, Alabama right now with Georgia in the lead.
What about the flow?
Oh,
let's do the flow.
Justin Flow.
The flow with Justin Flow. Then we'll go Ringo.
What are you hearing, Gorn Dog?
Justin Flow, this is going to be an interesting one. So Saturday afternoon, he was going to go to Clemson. Then Trenton Simpson commits after getting an offer, and it looks like they're done at linebacker now. And so he visited USC this past weekend, met the president of the university, had a great time. I still think, though, that Oregon is the team to beat here. So if Clemson is out, it's going to be USC and Oregon. And I think Oregon is going to win out here, which is no surprise because Mario Cristobal recruits Southern California better than anybody in Southern California. And so what I was told is that USC did a good job, but I'm still not sure that they made enough headway to beat Oregon here. So Flo and Noah Sewell at linebacker next year should be pretty good in Oregon.
All right, and then how about another Oregon battling with the schools from the East, Kaylee Ringo? What's the latest with him? We know he's going to announce at the All-Star game. Could he do the old secret signing?
He could do the old secret sign. Sometimes those work, sometimes they don't. Because once you sign with a school, the other schools start going after everybody else, and it becomes pretty clear which school this kid signed with. But I would still say Georgia here. Oregon has made a nice push, but Georgia has been the team that he's visited numerous times. His mother works for the airline, so he gets to fly free everywhere. Kind of like when Farrell gets those upgrades all the time. But he gets to go to Georgia a bunch. He got to go to Texas a bunch. He's been to Oregon. He had a great visit at Oregon. No complaints about that visit. But he loves the idea of playing for Kirby Smart. He loves the idea of playing in the SEC. And he loves the idea of getting produced for the NFL, playing at one of the biggest stages in the country. So I still think Georgia is the team to beat for Ringo.
Is USC going to get anybody?
They will. They are second to last in the Pac-12 rankings right now, which would be the worst finish for them ever. I do think that they still have a chance with Flo. They're going to probably get Gary Bryant at the All-Star game. LV Bunkley Shelton is still in the mix. There has been rumors about Bryce Young maybe considering them again, although I don't buy them at all right now. So I don't think it's going to be an epic finish for any measurement for USC. And I still think the issue with USC is that there's unclarity long-term about the coaching situation. Going into this signing day, everybody in 2020 wanted to go elsewhere because they didn't know who was going to get the job. They kept Helton for another year, but that's just for another year. So I think the same issues are going to happen in 2021. And so unless he wins 10 games or the conference, he's going to be gone next year, I would imagine, although a lot of people said the same thing going into this offseason. So I think they're going to get some guys. They're still going to close on some guys, but it's certainly not going to be a top 5 or top 10 class that USC fans expect.
All right, 5-star prospects out west going to keep us guessing. Keep locked into Rivals.com. Adam, thanks for joining us. You can follow Adam on Twitter as well. We'll have all the latest news throughout the week regarding signing day here on Rivals.